Hey there, gamers. This time it's part 7 of my Wii-A-Thon, and this time we're going to take a look at M.U.S.H.A, Metallic Uniframe Super Hybrid Armor, released in 1990 for the Sega Genesis. Now in Japan, this was called M.U.S.H.A Aleste, part of the Japan's I believe Cyber Aleste series. Hey, there we go. Alright. Just close that. And this is one of those those Genesis games where you can actually use the Wiimote on its own. Because mostly A is only going to be used for switching like your weapon styles. And, you know, for 1990 this is pretty cool too. A nice little animated cutscene. Very impressive for its time. Just move the camera just a little over. Okay. But yeah, pretty much the basic idea is you're pretty much playing as the pilot of one of these mechs called the M.U.S.H.As. Your squad goes in to attack the enemy. They're all, you know, all your partners are all your fellow mech pilots are, you know, damaged, so they have to go back, and you're the only one that's going to go up against the entire army. So it's up to you. So let's come back. It was developed, as I said, by compiled, brought over to America by Seismic. So I'm just going to continue. I think I'm on like the third stage, I believe, second or third stage. So we're just going to continue on here. Hold down C, you know, to fire. Oh, it's not an easy game, though. I have to say that right away. And pretty much, you don't have a health meter in this game, though. Pretty much the way you go through health in this game is actually by your upgrades. Every time you're hit, you lose one upgrade, and you get upgrades by shooting these little canisters here. So pretty much you pretty much have as much health as you have upgrades. The moment you run out of upgrades, that's when you lose your life. This is a case where the save state comes in really handy, though, because of the fact that, you know, once you get game over, you get back to this title screen, but you can continue from where you left off. So yeah, A lets you switch between different formations for your attacks. I'll stick with three-way for right now because that gives you a nice little range. Get some more upgrades. Equip the fire up. Why not? To back. Now we got reverse, where it fires in the opposite direction that I'm moving. There's roll, where it just spins around. There's free, where it goes to the enemy. Unfortunately, in that position, though, it's very it runs a high risk of getting destroyed easily. You know, your little options here aren't invincible like in Gradius. There we go. Now I got two again. Now I gotta maneuver through here. And there goes one of my options. Definitely, I mean, 1990, this is definitely some nice graphics on the Genesis. And this one, like I mentioned in my Final Fight 3 review, the original cartridge is really rare, so it's really cool that this is on the Virtual Console. You know, you only get it for $8. It's like a steal compared to like the normal cartridge. But yeah, this is definitely like a solid as hell shooter. I mean, if you're a fan of like 2D shoot-'em-ups, definitely I'd say give this game a try. Like I was saying though, A lets you switch between your formations for your options. C fires, and B does your special shot. Which in the blue case is not going to do anything because blue is like this little, you know, attack ring that you get. So like, let me grab the fire one. And see, now I fire out these little missiles. And you can just hold B and C at the same time, it just does rapid fire. Automatic rapid fire, of course, that's nice. And again, just as long as you keep those upgrades, as long as you make sure you keep grabbing upgrades, you pretty much can live, you know, for a long time. Oh, cool, nice little one up there. Trust me though, it can be pretty easy to die though at times. There we forward. And here's the boss. Stages in this game can last a good bit. Oh. Yeah, they're not exactly shorter stages like a usual shoot 'em up. This one can last a little bit. Okay, hopefully that's the end of him, unless there's a third form. Nope. So that's the end of this stage. So now if I lose all my lives and I continue, I'll start off from this next stage. So now I grab this green one. Now if I push B, I shoot out this, this laser pretty much that just sticks forward. Yeah, I'm pretty strong now because of all these upgrades I've gotten. I mean, definitely, if you're a big fan of, Raiden and, Shinryu, Gekio and all those other kinds of shooters, I'd definitely say go for, M.U.S.H.A. M.U.S.H.A is definitely a really fun shooter. And again, compared to how much the original cartridge can net you, apparently, the $8 is apparently a steal. So this is one of those cases where the virtual console comes in really great in terms of pricing. And again, you don't need to have a GameCube controller or a classic controller. This is one of those Genesis games where it's perfectly, playable with the Wiimote, because you're only gonna have to switch your formation every now and then. So let me just switch to three-way, maybe, for example. And, 1 and 2 act as your B and C, and that's pretty much it. I mean, not a 6-button game. This is before the 6-button controller came out, so. I mean, throughout the history of Seismic, I don't think they did too many titles. I know they did, I have Super Highlight, they did M.U.S.H.A. And I think they only did a couple other titles before they went out of business. So. I guess you could say maybe their lineup is a little hit and miss, but. And I guess that's going to either be the mid-boss, yeah. This is the mid-boss of the game. Ah! There are those instant shots that I can kill you. So let me switch to forward. There we go. And yeah, I'm coming to the end of the time I have on my camera here. But yeah, just to reiterate once again, this is M.U.S.H.A on the Sega Genesis. If you're a big fan of the Compile shooters, Compile has done a lot of shooters in the history of that company before it went away. So, I definitely say give this game a try. This is definitely a really fun first-person shooter. Stages have some nice length to them. Maybe a little too long at times, but sorry about that. Definitely try this game out. Let me pause.